it's Debbie. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a flip of my Fauxbonichi. This is the second graph composition book that I used. Normally I use, can't find one right now, the one with the black cover that I've been using pretty much since I started 3 years ago. But I was trying something a little bit different. So I'm going to try and get through this book in my allotted amount of time. This was November 1st. Here I had just replaced my HVAC system, and I don't remember where I got this from, but this is, as far as folding the envelope, something on YouTube, no doubt. This was a jelly print that I did, and I folded the envelope over. I put the jelly print on the inside, and that way it left it white so I could write on the outside. And then I just had a copy of the bill, and I just tucked that in there. I used this little banner from some punches. And then the leaves here are stamps that I used Crayola markers on. Love these little cards I got from the Brave Girls Club. They have usually a great quote on the outside, and then a little feel-good whatever story inside. This was, I love this. The biggest lie I tell myself is I don't need to write that down, I'll remember it. That is so true. This came from Janet. She had sent me, she got this at the Seaside calendar and sent that to me, and I've used some of the pictures out of it. It's a Mary Englebright. I've used some of the pictures out of it when I do my beach journaling. This is just some more of the jelly prints that I had. I just tore them into strips and used them around the board, around the book, sorry. This is my little sweet little son and his family. We went to Mellow Mushroom, and those were the lights hanging above us. I thought they were really cute, so I took a picture of them. Then the boys spent the night with me. Here they are doing some art. And then we went on a walk the next day. There's this little paved path not far from where I live. Look at these great mushrooms. So we took some pictures of those. And then somehow, here's a little sewer thing. Of course, boys are attracted to sewers. I don't know what their fascination is, but I guess something to climb on. It was stinky. Then just some more pictures of the fall foliage, whatever. And then Jackson, when he was walking along, found this happy rock. I don't know if you know what those are, or you have those in your neighborhood, but basically people paint rocks either with pictures or just painted, or, you know, they may write something on it. But anyway, he found one and picked it up, and that was you can't really tell that it's painted, but it is painted like black and blue and purple, and then there's this cross painted on it. And then here's the little swamp we walked past, and then here's Logan with a leaf that's as big as his face. Anyway, that was a really nice day. We had fun doing that. Sorry, trying to get in frame. Picture from a magazine. This I got from Pinterest, I believe. I wish I had saved it or made a copy of it before I journaled on it. Maybe I can go out there and find it again. Who knows? And these are some more of the leaves that the boys had punched out for me. And then I also had the swirly punch that they punched a lot of I have so many punches. I mean, gobs and gobs of punches still to be used. Here's a bunch of heart punches they punched for me. Love this. This came out of Trader Joe's little newspaper, magazine, whatever you call it. And it's these crazy animal heads on top of people, I guess. I don't know what it is, but it says, when you said it was a hybrid gala, this is not exactly what I had in mind. They're little quip things. They're always so funny. And oh, here's another one of Darcy's little faces that she painted. I love those. Love them, love them, love them. Just some pictures I cut out of a magazine. Another picture from a magazine. This, I drew these really not great light bulbs. In the background, that's oil pastel. And not the best job in the world, but you know what? At least I tried it. Love this mushroom. I cut that out of a magazine somewhere. Just love the way that looks. Little tip in here. This was about David Cassidy passing away. More leaves that the boys had colored and punched out for me. This was Thanksgiving Day. This Give Thanks banner right here came off of, shoot, somebody's, one of those paper, I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, it's one of their advertisements that they send in my email box for their online shopping, and I just cut that out and put that on here. Then these are pictures from the family Thanksgiving. This came out of a magazine, and on the edges, actually cut it apart were the plates, and I put that, or place settings, I guess, and I put those on the inside, and then just journaled next to it about what we did. And then I put right here all the things that we had that day, all the food that we had, tons and tons of food. This is my little Thanksgiving list. So this says count your blessings. It says name them one by one. So I named them all, and then I found photos to go along with them. So for instance, this says waking up each day. So then I found this little photo, probably on Pinterest or Google Images, of somebody waking up. And it just goes on, like, you know, my family. So I put pictures of my family, pictures of my friends, my house, so I put that there, sunsets, my car, you know, etc. Even the places that I've worked, I found their logos online. Even though one of them, I haven't been there in 15 years, and I still was able to find their logo online, and they're not even in business anymore. Anyway, so I just listed all of that out. I thought that turned out really nice. I like the way that worked out. And then here's the boys' fall photos Rachel had done, and I think those turned out really cute too. So they were with me that weekend, and we had gone out. Well, first of all, we ate breakfast. Logan wanted a big pancake, so I made him this pancake that was as big as his plate. He couldn't even finish it. Then we went out somewhere. We went by McDonald's and had some lunch, and then we went to a Goodwill, and each boy got a toy and a book. And we walked in the house, and Logan didn't even get as far as, I mean, he walked in the door, dropped down on his knees, and started reading his book. I think it was Diary of a Wimpy Kid. He loves those. And so he started reading, and Jackson said he wanted more food. So I put here bookworm and tapeworm, because he had already eaten. This was his third time eating that day, and I think it was just lunchtime then. Here's a little library card. I had read the third book in the Indian in the Cupboard series, and I had put the dates on the days that I read the different chapters to them. And then on this one, when I got up Saturday morning, the boys were sitting at the breakfast table reading their books. I thought that was really cute. Another little Trader Joe's ad, another cute one. This is just a collage of papers and jelly prints and stickers and just everything I could put on there, and then I just journaled on top of it. Oh, this here, I found this somewhere on Pinterest or YouTube, I can't remember which, but where you take your prints and you wrap them over the edge, and so it makes the edges of your pages pretty. Anyway, so I did that a bunch in here. This in the back is Tim Holtz distress markers, I think. I just filled in the empty spaces with that. And you can see I wrapped these around the edge again. Like I took one of those leaves that we had, oops, sorry, out of frame. Those leaves that the boys had punched and just wrapped it around the edge. Now I took the rest and put on here and just journaled on top of them. Sorry, I know they're kind of metallic-y colors, so they definitely put up a big glare. This I cut out of a magazine. Another, what's his name? I already forgot it. Whatever, the cat. Anyway, this is Logan's Christmas list. He left this one, the question marks. That's for my choice, he said. I drew, these I used a washi tape and just drew around it and then just made them into little ornaments and drew, journaled inside. This was from another advertisement like Michael's or somewhere. And I just took it and blew it up really big and then put it across the top like a border. Here's what I was thinking about buying people for the holidays. And then, so I'll put here, me with my thinking cap on. Can't remember the name of the artist that does that, or I would say who it is. Just some journal-like questions about holiday stuff. And then I found this recipe in Trader Joe's. It was a beet and roasted garlic dip, and I love roasted beets, and so I thought that sounded delicious, and my friend and I made it, and it was not delicious. Something else I found on Pinterest, I printed it out and pasted it in here. Some more punches, trying to use those up, banner punches, heart punches, swirly punches. Again, I went across the edge with my border. Sorry, I keep going out of frame. This cute little thing, I can't remember who sent me this, but I cut that out and put that on there. This was a snow we got last year, which wound up being, this started around noon, and by 5 we had about 4 or 5 inches, and then by the next day we had 8 inches, which is like crazy for Georgia. I don't think well, I know I've never seen that much here. I don't think we ever had that much here. But in any case, another little Trader Joe's magazine. And here's the boys. They were actually with their other grandma, and she lives a little north and west of us, and it was not quite as much snow there, so they had this little tiny snowman. But then they got home. They had been staying with her overnight. Then they got home, and they had about 10 or 12 inches of snow at their house. And you can see, I mean, it's like almost up to their knees. So some great pictures of them, excuse me, I'm sorry, playing out in the snow. Some more of them building a snowman. Here's their snowman they built at home. He turned out really cute. Then here's this is a Facebook post that the family made for Christmas Day. This is kind of how our meal planning goes. We post it and everybody says what they're going to bring, and we make lots of fun comments about it, and I enjoy putting these in my book. And more journal questions. Here's my really lame idea of a light bulb border. And so fortunately then I went and got me a light bulb stamp. That turned out much better. I also got some, I think I got those from here too, the rubber stamp tapestry. I can't speak today. I don't know what my problem is. I got these cute little reindeer stamps, the snowman, the pine cones, and the little light bulbs. So I love those. Cat Herders Day. I don't know what that is. That came from Fun Time Friday. That was what I was supposed to. It was supposed to be Cat Herders Day, so you should put something on it with a cat. I like that little picture. And then there was an ugly Christmas sweater prompt. I got this one out of I think off of eBay or somewhere. I used to have one very similar to this. Wish I still had that. Sorry, I'm out of frame again, sorry. Then I had a little sister weekend with my sister Brenda, and that's us. We kind of snuggled up and took our picture together. And I put this in here just to kind of represent us chatting. Excuse me, this was a magazine picture, the outside, and then these ladies sitting on this little red couch was a separate magazine picture, and I cut that out and just kind of, you know, put it over top of the other magazine photo. Anyway, here's my Christmas card, photo Christmas card I made with the boys, and just a little collage of things, mostly older things. I mean, I think these are all still current products, but they're products that I remember from my youth, like, you know, Crayola, the Welch's, you know, etc. So anyway, I just put those little ads in there. And More of my little bulbs, love those. And so here's a before and after of my art table. Here's the before, which it looks way worse than that now. And then there was the after, getting ready for the kids to come over for our pre-Christmas celebration. So here's them and pictures of us opening our gifts and just the things we did and some of the things the boys said, etc. Some holiday cards I got in the mail from people from the group, and then this one is, Logan made this one. I love this. So, very sweet. Another card from somebody in the group. The postcard, this was actually from Elizabeth. She made this postcard. I love the way that turned out. And I'm not sure if you could see this, but here's a picture of a deer in my backyard. And then I had this little, I can't think, image from Pinterest or somewhere that had a deer in it, and I used my little deer stamp. And then this was actually Christmas Day, so this is my family, most everybody. I said this is pretty much the whole gang except, and then I listed the people who weren't there, like my niece Jessie had just given birth 2 days before, and etc. And Clint and Rachel and the kids were home with her mom. They have to rotate between us. And this is the wrapping paper one of my sister Brenda used to wrap everybody. She wrapped everybody's gift in that paper. So it was like this big, huge mound of this bright red and gray paper. It looked really cool. So I just tore it and then kind of journaled in between. More Tim Holtz distress markers. More cards from ladies in the group. This beautiful card from Joanne Hodges, Crafty Hodges. And this is our New Year's celebration. I went and spent the night with the kids, and I'm still using this picture right now as my my Facebook photo. I guess I should change that. It's been almost a year. And then I have my little list of things I wanted to do in 2018, which was start and finish a junk journal. Well, I started one, but I did not finish it. I did make a new vision board and work in my art journal. Organize craft supplies. Well, you know, you organize them and then they get unorganized. Reread my gratitude book. I did not do that. Exercise, no. Hang a gallery wall, no, didn't do that either. So I basically did 3 of the 7 or 8, anyway. And then this was my last page. This was actually just a tribute page to a place that I used to hang out a lot. And they went out of, or they sold. Anyway, they sold out to somebody else. But anyway, so that was some of my memories of that place, and that is it. And appreciate you. If you hung in for all of that, I appreciate it. And I really do appreciate you listening to my ramblings and, you know, coming on my channel. And if you would leave me a comment, I would appreciate it, and appreciate your time. Thanks so much.